presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to our man Al in Homosassa. What's going on, brother?
Isn't it wonderful? I went ahead and invested in your Tiger dollars, and I went ahead and got the gold report for a year, and also your morning, your call letter and stuff like that. And I got over a 50% return in one day, not counting everything else. But I just want to thank you. Tom's not perfect, but he tells you how to put your stops in, and he keeps your losses small. You can take your small losses, but then all of a sudden you'll be like Dave Ruth, and you'll hit a home run. I mean, a big home run.
Yeah.
And put the money in your pocket.
Okay, brother. You're awesome, man. Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those you love. If an agreement doesn't work, change the agreement, create a new one, and use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 524. NASDAQ is up 247. You got the S&P's up 72. That's a gain inside the, all the indices are about 1.6 to 1.7. Dow's at 1.5. Gold contract up $5.10, trading at 1,800 an ounce. We got silver up 43 cents, $23.60 an ounce. Light sweet crude up a buck. $81.42 a barrel, notes and bonds. 10-year note right now trading up 9 ticks at 131.16. The 30-year up a half a point off 15 ticks at 160.04. And King Dollar. King Dollar's down 106 ticks, trading out at 93.974. Euro is out here at a price point of 115. The yen is 113.66, and the British pound is 136 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. This is going to be some fun coming into the close here. And this is what it is. So, you have the SPY right now trading up $7. You get 442. You get a swing point that it took out when that swing that was established last week on the 7th. That swing point was going into the downdraft. It failed on price, failed on volume. Now, that swing point, folks, okay, had 72 million shares. Well, we're not going to do the 72 million. The real kicker is going to be, do you get any type of pullback coming into the close? The number that, if you're going to have a failure, is 441.68, which we could get pretty easy, actually, okay? You know, we'll see where this shakes out. If you're just listening to Dave, and I agree with what Dave was saying, that it's very unusual when you have a market that pops like this. And even though I'm in the market that we want to pull, that it's going to come down lower, when you get a market that pops like this, it's almost like, okay, these prices probably will hold. That being said, you can see that you don't need much for a failure to come in. And I love it when something is that subtle. That's my point. Because if it only pulls back a little like that, it's like, okay, man, you couldn't even hold that price. And it should have been able to hold price. Okay, so now we have the number. The number's going to be 441.68. If you close underneath it, there's a failure in price and volume. You're going to go right back down the other side. That's the first part. Second part goes like this. If we hold the number, then what you do have game on is that you have game on for 444.80. That's 89. That's the swing point that was established out here on the 21st. NDX 100 is the exact same setup. And I'm going to show you something inside the NDX as well as the S&Ps. So inside the NDX, the number you're going to be watching is 365.69. The difference on the NDX is that we will have the volume. That being said, you're actually still going into 97 million as well as 76 million, and we're going to only do about 40 million. So it's going to be an intriguing close. Now, let me show you something here from this morning. We already have a seller that's in here, and the real question is that what are they going to do coming into the close? And what it is this. So when you do price and volume, even intraday, you know, the NQs right now are up 263 points. We're at 15,027. Well, the bottom line is that when you're actually looking at when's the last time we had any volume, it's 14,953, which was established at 20 minutes of 10 this morning. So the first sell, and it's right there, the first sell, you know, inside the future market, that's not going to be you or I, okay? This is going to be some big player in the futures market, but probably you know, a bank, a broker dealer, whatever. Bottom line is that we came down with 57,000 contracts, just like out of nowhere. That more than likely, my take here, okay, even after going through that whole thing, my take is that you're going to get a little more weakness coming into the close here. That's where I'm at this particular point. So we'll see how this shakes out. And so that was the first one. And now what just happened actually, as I was explaining that, you can see there's another one that just came in with 43,000. We're on a new bar right now. So the first one had 57. The second one had 43. And what we had done is that at 20 past 1, you had tested that area with tremendously lighter volume. That's where we stand. So it's going to be pretty cool watching this whole thing shake out. Gold contract continues to want higher price. What you have here inside of the gold contract, that's, I hope, a lot of our targets. One of our targets said they were part of that bar, and they were part of that bar by the way of making money, which is a beautiful thing. Because guess what? You got to take the money in order to make the money. We take a look at the gold contract. What we have with the gold contract is this. You know, this is this is really a cool lesson, folks, on complex ABC structures. You know, and I'm not saying that you have to trade them right away, but once you start looking at these for a couple of years, you're going to see how these work, man, and they're pretty intriguing. They're really intriguing, actually. What I like about them is this. So look at the gold contract. When you get it confirmed ABC up, and it's a complex one, this is what ends up happening. So picture, most of the time, you can miss an ABC in a second, folks, okay? So when you get a complex one, what happens is that, okay, man, we got an ABC structure that's in place. Then what ends up happening is this, is that, and if we take a look at this one, you're going to see on October 8th, you took out the B point, you took it out with volume, it had everything, but then it gave it up in price in spades, too. I mean, we went from 1782 to 1753. The thing to keep your eye on a complex ABC is this. So first, you take it out, and you take it out with volume. What we don't know is that what will happen after that. So you have to wait. And if it's a complex ABC and it's going to go back after the volume again and will likely take it out, you pull back with tremendously lighter volume. That's exactly what we did. You can see we went up with 240,000 contracts. The next day, you pull back with 115, and then what ends up happening, you start pushing higher again with 168, and then you blow it away with 299. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the market's open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today, and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 506. You get the Nasdaq up 241. S&Ps are up 70. So we'll finish up with this gold. So what you have is that we had pulled back with light volume. You expand again with volume. You blow it away. And you get the price projection. You can see bottom line yesterday was a monster move, okay? 299,000 contracts. Bottom line, that's saying now gold wants to run up to 1922. If we go to the XAU as well as the HUI, they both, folks, also were, the difference is these weren't complex ABC structures. We were speculating yesterday that was going to be an ABC, and it was. What happens, you don't get the volume until 8 o'clock at night in the XAU and the HUI, but they both were and are ABC structures on the way up. They'd already hit their price projection. You can see, if we look at the XAU first, you did 31 million shares yesterday. Your B point on this had 27. Bottom line, you took it out. Right where they were trading right now, that's kind of, you're up $2.75, 95 cents rather, on the XAU, 132. That's saying 146's game. What it's actually saying, now this is pretty cool, man. Look at this. So this is, yeah, this is good. This is really, smaller, on the shorter term basis, 146, and a longer term basis, 167. The Gold Bugs Index. If we take a look at the Gold Bugs Index, you're going to take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. Same setup. What happened to the Gold Bugs Index is that we took the B point out. We took it out with volume. You can see the B point had volume of 17.5 million. We take that out with 23 million. This was a 20-point A to B inside the HUI, so that we get you 248, 258 right now with 257.68. Same setup, meaning that you blew that away. Your next stop up here is the 281, and more than likely you're going to get up at this 327. So what's intriguing about the metal market right now, well, actually, let's go to silver first, okay? Silver, because silver, man, this thing has been lagging in a huge way, and, silver is volatile beyond belief. I mean, it's just they can do anything they want with that silver market, it seems. Silver, same setup. Now, the cool thing with silver is that silver also complex ABC. Now, watch how this works. This is crazy, man. So, with silver, we got up to the 23.25, gave it up on price. It came back 80 cents. had volume of 69,000 contracts. You took that out yesterday with 71. Bottom line, it's 23.95. So now silver hasn't finished its ABC up yet, which is pretty cool, okay? And you get volume coming onto it today. So I suspect silver wants to get the $24. More than likely, we're going to, well, it hasn't, let me see this. I don't believe it's broken this downtrend yet because it's getting close, but it hasn't done it yet. Yeah, it's right. No, it's doing it today. This is good. It's doing it today because we do have price spread today, and you get volume behind the move. So it's doing it today. It's breaking the trend today that says silver wants to go back to this $28.51, which is pretty cool, man. I mean, the thing that's amazing to me is this, is that we had the move, the sign of strength, in gold when the dollar is at all-time highs. You know, not all-time, well, for the year. That's saying quite a bit, okay? So we'll see how this baby shakes out in the next week, 2 weeks, month, because what the dollar did out here today is that the dollar got down to 93.759, rejected a lower price. It doesn't look like the dollar's done yet, man. You know, so the bottom line is that this thing, you know, I suspect is going to try to make a run again. See, what the dollar did, the dollar missed. I would have much rather that the dollar actually got to the swing point and missed it by only like 200 ticks, I think. We got to 561, and the high is 742. Yeah, so we're talking, what, 160 ticks we missed it by. Let's go take a look at the DE. So what the question here is Deere. Okay, so Deere companies going on strike after rejecting, let's see what this says. More than 10,000 Deere workers went on strike Thursday, the first major walkout as the agricultural machine giant in more than 3 decades. The union said its members would walk off the job if no deal has been reached. Wednesday, the vast majority of the union rejected a contract offer earlier this week that would have delivered 5% raises to some workers and 6% raises to others at the Illinois company known for its green tractors. The almost 1 million UAW retirees and active members stand in solidarity with the striking members. Okay, so now we're going to see a lot of this, man. Bottom line, folks, is that, well, here, technically, let's go over this, and then I'll give you my take fundamentally what you're going to see here. So technically what you have, you get a high volume low out here at 321. We hit 320 out here today. I wouldn't be buying this right now, you know, because the bottom line is that this has been a straight line move. There's no doubt, you know, like the rest of the market. It's been a straight line move from $106 in March of 2020, going all the way up to a price point of 400. You get the high volume low that's happening. You know, this can break this in a second, and then get to lower price. The aspect of this whole thing with inflation, folks, you know, we've been talking about it for a while. Everyone's talking about it. My take, it's here in spades. It's built into the economy already. I remember this really well when this thing was around the last time. And what you have, you're going to have strikes. You're going to have people fighting for wages. You're going to have people fighting because the bottom line is that when the price expansion goes up, the bottom line is that dollars are only, you know, you have $1, I'm trading $1 for a good. You got to remember that. It's always a trade-off, okay? That's all we're talking about. And what ends up happening, what I think has happened in this particular case is this, is that we've had for, what, 2 decades, you know, no inflation, right? Everything's in cycles, man. That's the real bottom line. It looks to me that we not only got it, but it's just a repricing, it is a repricing of everything. Now, my take is that it's a repricing of everything of a good 20 to 25%, though. And so that's pretty intense, you know, but that's kind of where I'm at. And then we'll see how this slackens out because, you know, that's what it looks to me like prices have done. They've gone up dramatically, and they've gone up very quick, and there's still plenty of cash that's out there. And most of the time what ends up happening on inflation is that the bottom line is that you have more cash out there than there are goods. And so what ends up happening is that people, you reprice the goods, people pay it. As soon as you reprice a good and people pay it, guess what? It's a lot easier to basically reprice the whole situation. That's what it comes down to. Dow Industrials right now up 504, Nasdaq's up 241, S&Ps are up 70. We'll come right back.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 504. You get the Nasdaq up 240. S&Ps are up 70. And I got to read this article to you because this is so we know that we have all these bills that are going through. I'm sure many have heard about this one. So the headlines on this bill. Let me put this up here because you got to see this because this is just this is so, man, bureaucracies are something else. Treasury rips misinformation on tax plans bank data provision. You know, Biden official says that measure is critical to fight tax cheats. Republicans have raised concerns about taxpayer privacy. So here's the article, folks. The U.S. Treasury Department accused opponents of a key part of President Biden's tax plan of spreading misinformation as the administration tries to rally support for the proposal that's found that's found difficulty gaining traction in Congress. The plan will require financial institutions to report information about some bank accounts to the Internal Revenue. Now, I'd like to see who the heck is even writing this, okay? Because even in this one right here, it says some bank accounts, okay? It's not some bank accounts, it's all bank accounts, okay? To the Internal Revenue in an effort to determine if Americans are underpaying their income on the tax forms. It's become one of the most politically controversial ways that Democrats are contemplating to fund multi-trillion-dollar social spending bill, with criticism from Republicans and intense lobbying from the banks to kill the reporting measure. Well, this measure, folks, is so out. This is like, they must think that everyone in the United States of America have never gone to school or something. I don't even quite get this. Well, I get it. This is about power and this is about control. And what they're trying to get through, and this is no way it's going to go through. Okay, so the Treasury had proposed to require banks to report aggregate account inflow and outflow of $600 to the IRS. $600. Okay, $600 doesn't even get you 3 months at Starbucks, okay? This is like so insane, it's unbelievable. And now, okay, so now check this out. So House and Ways and Means Committee, Richard Nail and Senate Finance have said they're working on scaling back the administration so that only account flows, now listen, watch this is tricky too, only account flows totaling $10,000 or more will be reported. This is a freaking joke too, okay? Because the bottom line here is that let's just picture you're making $40,000 a year. Well, $40,000 a year is going to go in your account. You get $10,000, they're out of their mind. That's the real bottom line, folks. Okay, totaling. Thank you, GB. Exactly. That's the thing. This is like so sick. It's unbelievable. And trust me, folks. I like the aspect of the childhood education in that bill. I like the aspect of the people should be insured in that bill. I like a lot of things that are in that bill. That right there is not going through. And that has nothing to do with the aspect of large tax cheats, okay? It's not even close. Because the bottom line is that the way that the tax cheats are there, folks, okay? They're absolutely there, and well, first off, they're not there when you're basically working for someone. The bottom line, you're on a payroll, okay? You know, we get paychecks. I mean, the bottom line is that, you know, everything gets reported. You know, the employees get a 1099, they get a W-2, okay? That's not the deal, okay? You know, but the bottom line is that if they wanted to get larger players in the marketplace, this is not the way to do it. It's not even close, okay? And yeah, one of the targets says that excluding payroll, mortgage, and common transactions. If you believe that, Dan, you're going to believe anything, okay? That's not even close, okay? It's an overreach beyond belief. Remember something, folks, okay? We are the country. That's the real bottom line. We are the country, okay? So when you get something like that, speak up. Send it to your representatives and let them know whatever you want to know, because that is like just a mind blower at $600 or $10,000. It doesn't matter which way. Some of the higher volume equities out here today, we take a look at them. You have, let's see, Bank of America. That's up $1.70. They come out with numbers. Apple's up $2.70. The bounce on Apple, I'll go through that. The bounce on Apple looks to me like a bounce, and that's it. You got Advanced Micro up $2.50. Affirm Holdings up $2. Freeport McMoran's up $1.44. FCX is also in an ABC structure on the way up. This is going to be about copper and gold. This is taking out a B point today. It's going to need 2.5 more million shares. We'll see if we get it. The B point on this is 36.57. The A point is 30, so you get $6. That's going to get you 40. That's not bad. 40.54. Your top swing out there is 39. So we'll see whether we get it, but I suspect it's going to. If we go over to the copper market, what you're going to see inside the copper market, the copper market looks to me, we're going to go to all-time highs in copper, folks, okay? 500, okay, which is $5 a pound. It's a monster move. You got 89,000 contracts out here today. If we put the copper market up on a continuous contract, what you're going to see out here, there we go. We put that on a monthly. What you're going to see, I believe the last high was 489. 489. So 489 was the last high. Okay, and if this is ever an ABC up, folks, it'll be really wild. So picture this: 489.85 is the high. The one-way move here is $2.05. If it's ever an ABC up, it's going to be like insane because you got what? That'd get you 670. You know, we're going higher. That's the bottom line. And as I said, I think it's a reset everywhere on prices. That's the way that this whole thing looks to me. Because picture, you get cars higher, you get food higher, you get education. Education's coming down a bit. It should, because guess what? What people are going to start realizing is that the bottom line, I mean, unless you're Harvard, MIT, Stanford, you know, one of these schools, or unless, you know, listen, if you're a young person out there, folks, get a profession. Be an engineer, be a nurse, be something that you actually have a profession at, because the bottom line is that what has happened out here, unless you are from, you know, one of these elite schools, I don't see college as any different than high school. When it just isn't. And inside the job business, it just isn't. You know, so the bottom line is that why are you going to go out there and spend, you know, a fortune? And believe me, I'm a huge believer in education. Huge believer. Okay, I'm just trying to explain that you know, risk versus the reward. That's what it really comes down to. You know, it's pretty wild. The whole thing is wild. Coming into, let's see, we had 20 minutes, okay? This is going to be interesting. Yeah, and you know, I'm prejudiced to the aspect of a vocational school anyway, because I went to one, folks, okay? And the bottom line is that, you know, I grew up, you know, in South Boston. You can picture it, you know, plumbers, electricians, cops, firemen. I mean, you know, that's kind of my gig. Dow Industrial's up 479, Nasdaq up 232, S&P's up 68. We'll come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 473. We got the Nasdaq up 226. S&Ps are up 67. If we take a look at the numbers that we were looking at here, folks, okay, what you're going to see first in the NQs is that we already broke that little swing from out there from 10:30 this morning, and you get some volume behind the move. You're going to see this. The little swing we were talking about was 15,017. We just got down in this break to 15,015. Okay, so it basically hit it by a point. But see that kind of expansion of volume, 74,000 contracts. You know, there's going to be a little battle up here. But I expect what you're going to see is that we very well could actually get down to like the 985. That's not that much further down. But the bottom line is that I suspect you're going to get a little more selling pressure as we do come into the close. Let's go to a Jim in Tarpon Springs. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Tom, I've been in and out of the car this afternoon, so I wanted to ask you about platinum and also what your take on interest rates. But I caught part of the conversation about inflation. You know, I just came from a wedding in Buffalo. They're looking Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons, looking $14, $15, $16 an hour. So, I mean, that wage inflation, if somebody's a millwright, a plumber, I mean, they're not going to want to. They're going to raise their rates to compensate for that. This is it's not transitory.
No, it's not. And you know what's so cool what you're saying, Jim, is that what I found, you know, even when I was a kid, just kind of understand how the economy goes up and down. I always used to, you know, between the, you know, at the beginning, that's when like the store 24s would just start and the 7-Elevens were there. And you could see, you know, when the economy was starting, folks, okay, the bottom line is that, you know, you had signs inside of, outside the store saying, hey, man, you know, we're looking for help, we're looking for help. And that's what Jim is saying, because the bottom line is that, you know, it's a cut and dry deal, man. I mean, if that's what you have to pay in order to stay in business, that's what you're going to pay as a business. You have to, or you have nothing, right? Well, I mean, that's what it comes down to.
I mean, you're seeing it. If you find a good drywall guy or a good texture guy or a good painter, you're not letting go of those people. You'll put them on your salary if you have to, because you can't find people that want to do their, you know, work with their hands. And then people are getting these graduate degrees in medieval history, and you know, I don't understand. You take out $140,000 in student loans, and it just doesn't make sense. Work with your hands. I agree with you 100%.
No, and hopefully that, you know, that I think because so many younger folks got in debt, hopefully that is working out a little bit better for the younger ones coming up now, too. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that ratio is a big deal. So, platinum, right?
So my question was on platinum.
Yeah, you get some action here, man. You know, you get the PPLT. It's up 360 today. You're taking a B point out. It doesn't look like we're going to get the volume, but it's close. We needed 137,000. You got 107 right now. But my take is that this thing's trying to get up into this 107. Right now you're at 98. If I go into PL1, okay, if I just take a look at the contract itself, it's up $28 today. You get some action, man. There's action here. This, you know, we're at 1,050 and 1128 is also game. So, you know, I think you're going to see that baby catch up also. It's about time. I mean, that's the bottom line. If you know anything about platinum, folks, okay, platinum is so much harder to mine than gold or silver. It's unbelievable, okay? The ore, in order to get the platinum out of the ore, and ore just means a rock, folks, okay? It is hard as a rock. Yeah, well, it's definitely harder than the ore that's in silver or in gold. So it's very hard to get it out. That's why there's not as much of it as there is as gold or silver. So I think you get some action there.
And if you can find it, it's 150 over spot. So it's like, what's the real price?
Okay, so let's talk about this. This is a great conversation. And so picture this, folks, okay? And this is going to be cool. So what Jim was just talking about, right, is this. When we're dealing, this is something that you really should understand. When we're dealing inside of the futures market, that's what it is. It's a futures contract from the CME, okay, that there are certain regulations that whether we buy or sell it, we have to put up so much money. The broker on the other end has to put up so much money, okay? That's not the real price. As Jim just said, you go try to buy an ounce of platinum, and you are going to pay over $150 or $150 premium on it, okay? Now, I'm going to switch gears on you. So, Jim, check this out, man. What's going to happen here is that there are there's 9 ETFs that are lined up in order to trade Bitcoin. And Gensler, who's the SEC chairman, has explained to all of us that, hey, listen, man, I will let this go through if, in fact, you are not dealing with the actual physical or digital Bitcoin, and if you put it through the CME. And the reason for that is this. So the reason, folks, goes like this. And I suspect he only has until Monday to say yes or no to ProShares. So what happens, folks, is that ProShares is going for this under the Investment Act of 1945. Okay, so what happens there is that there's a certain amount of time that the SEC has to say to yes or no. Well, it's Monday. And what ProShares has done, okay, is that they did exactly what they thought that Gensler was saying that he wanted in order to say yes. And it's so cool that you had brought this up about the future market versus what you got to do and pay for it. And the reason that I suspect they will let it go through is that this will have nothing to do with actually getting a physical or a digital Bitcoin, but it will have to do with the aspect that if you and I want to trade it, you trade it in the futures market, everyone's going to have to put up a certain amount of percentage, normal, just like you trade anything else in the futures market. But if you try to buy it, you can't buy it. Okay, yep. So it's going to be really intriguing, and I think it's going to go through. I suspect it's going to go through, and that's why you've seen Bitcoin right now we're trading at 57,000 because it goes through. That's a big deal. The thing that I think that people own Bitcoin don't understand is that when let's say that you and I are buying the futures and we wanted to trade the futures, well, that's only a derivative. They're buying and selling nothing. We're buying and selling air. It's just the gambling aspect inside of the marketplace. That's what it is. I put up so much money, the broker puts up so much money, we'll see who's going to be right. So, pretty wild. Cooking, brother.
Yes, it is. Hey, thanks for your time. You have a great day, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And so I suspect what we are going to see, there's 9 ETFs that are out there right now that are trying to get so the ETF, so watch how this is going to go, folks. So I just talked about that. So the ETF is going to be priced off what the future is priced off. That's how they'll get that. And whether you like that or don't like that, it seems to me that is a lot more safer for all the investors. The reason being is that you're not investing inside the chain and all of a sudden the chain gets lost. The CME is a great place to trade. The bottom line is that you're just trading off a number. That's all it comes down to. It's a number up, it's a number down. But guess what? The bottom line is that, yes, you'll make money or lose money. What won't happen is that it won't disappear and everyone says, oh, I don't know what happened to it, which happens in a Bitcoin business quite a bit. Dow Industrials are up 500, Nasdaq's up 237, S&Ps are up 70. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Are you looking for a secured investment which pays you on a monthly basis? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be the program for you. The best rate on a 5-year CD in the country right now, according to Bankrate.com, is paying 1% per year or $1,000 per $100,000 invested. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly, on secured, high-value, buildable properties in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment is for 4 years, paying 7% per year or $7,000 per $100,000 invested. Your investment is secured by high-value real estate in St. Petersburg, Florida. Your investment can be anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000. Do you want to make $1,000 per year on $100,000 invested or $7,000 per year on a secured Tiger First mortgage? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be just the program for you. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly. For more information, you can call 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. And Southern Copper, check it out, man. Bottom line, thanks, Frank. Southern Copper, it took out a B point, took it out with volume. This is a big move, man. The B point out here, $60.79. You had 1.2 million. You're doing 1.7. It's a 5. I think it's 5. Let's see, 60, 79. Yeah, it's 5 points. That's going to give you 60. Oh, that's interesting, too. That finished up. That's 63 also. Bottom line, this one's higher price, too. So it's going to be intriguing watching this whole thing shake out. What we definitely have out here is that you have metals, copper, oil. All these things are running, including the markets. That's the bottom line. And what I expect you're going to see is that this is, inflation is in spades, man. We'll see. Let's go over to Amazon and take a look at Amazon and a couple of the top dogs first. So Amazon, okay, yeah, see, we're still not done on this correction because if Amazon's only up $14, folks, okay, it has a couple high-volume lows that are laying out there, haven't been hit yet. If we go to Apple and we take a look at Apple, what you're going to see inside Apple is that you get a bounce on Apple. You know, yesterday you come down and we get down. Well, you get down last week with 98 million shares. You get down yesterday with 78 million. You're up today at 54. 54 is going into 123. Those are the types of numbers that when you start looking at, you can really start understanding the supply versus the demand and where is it. And this is what happens, though, in counter-trend bounces. Counter-trend bounces are pretty cool. They can really get you going. In this particular case, if you're day trading and you actually close your positions at night, this has actually been a pretty good day, because what ends up happening is that when you open up so dramatically, the bottom line is that you're saying, okay, are we at highs, not at highs? How is this going to maybe shake out? And if we take a look at, let's take a look at the SPY in particular, because the SPY, we're talking about that number, and let's see if we're going to be over that number. It looks like we're going to be, okay? So it's, yeah, you're gonna. Well, it's gonna be close. We'll see. You need 441.68, and right now we are over that number by about 40 cents. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Tom tomorrow morning, folks. Kicks us off 9 a.m. Great show. Look at him, folks.